Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and yeah, we've got a plan today. I've got a big plan today, and hopefully you'll like it. And yeah, oh damn it. You know what? I was down here for a reason, and I forgot what the reason was. But the reason was to come in here and to deposit some stacks of dirt and stones in the relevant places. So, all things being equal and all things being well, if I have done my job correctly, there's a lot of big ifs here, big ifs, then I have installed Decocraft. As I say, big if. Now, I tested it repeatedly, because that's what you do, you test things, and it seems to work okay. I had a few little juggling tricks to do which were a little bit awkward. For example, crafting benches. If you craft a crafting bench in TerraFirmaCraft, it just opens your crafting grid up to a 3x3. So you actually at no point can have a crafting bench. So if I were to go into NEI right now, turn it on, and go at Deco. No, okay. Maybe if we go Deco, there we go. Now we can see Decocraft stuff now. If I were to go Deco bench, is it? This is what we need. So the crafting calls for a crafting table and a block of clay. We don't have a block of clay; it doesn't exist in TerraFirmaCraft. Now you can do it with those. If you can do that with a crafting table, again, we don't have a crafting table. So I have used an oak table. See? Oh crap, I need oak, don't I, as well? That's a good point. And the relevant things and some dye. Now the same with these clays. Because the dyes in TerraFirmaCraft are actually fairly rare, they're either lapis or, if we go back here and look at that, it's hematite. So we're using iron, which is like rare as rocking horse. Well, it's not that rare. Rare as teddy bear poop, perhaps. And malachite, which is obviously copper. I've made the Deco clay considerably cheaper. Plus that and the fact that for the most part, this is purely decorative. I've added this just to give us some options to make the place look a little bit more interesting, for want of a, yeah, that's probably it. Anyway, so it doesn't give us any advantages. We don't get super weapons out of it. We don't get super tools. We don't get super anything. We just get that. But we have one slight problem. And the problem is this. I have got some lapis. Not a lot, but I've got some. I happen to know where there is a bit as well. There's a little bit over there as well. I have got hematite. In fact, I've got an awful lot of hematite, and I know where there's a lot of hematite. We've got poor hematite, which is even better because I can use that instead of this normal or these rich hematites. You know, they are hematite. I don't have any malachite at all. I don't have a single bit of malachite. I don't think I've ever mined malachite. I found malachite, but it's copper. So I kind of went, yeah, and moved on because it's copper. So we need to head out today and get some malachite. And if we go anywhere near the lapis, which I think we may do, then we may grab a little bit more lapis as well while we're out. Because, you know, it'd be wrong not to while we're out. Just coming to harvest some of this stuff here while we're walking past these mad cluckers. Maybe we'll just place a few more down as well while we're at it. Like that. In fact, let's stick a whole load down, because it really doesn't hurt. There we go. There, leave those going. I don't desperately need them. I actually ought to go and, yeah, they need a cull in there, don't they? Okay. Well, we can, oh yeah, we can definitely oblige these guys. Start with the males. And see, these are, after all, the noisy ones that I don't like. Make sure we leave a few, because, you know, but I don't want quite, I'm quite happy if we inadvertently kill a few immature ones. Doesn't really matter. And we can get some more chicken going, and the world will be good and happy. Well, unless you're a chicken, of course, in which case it's probably not so happy. Right, there you go. There's one cockerel in there. He's a very happy cockerel because he is the only breeding cockerel in the entire pen now. So yeah, I'm going to just pull myself together, and we'll sleep the night off quickly. We'll get myself together, and we are going to head out to grab some malachite and some possibly lapis before we move on. So yeah, see you. All right, we're heading out. We've got some sandwiches, we've got some chicken, we've got water. We should probably actually just... Oh, hang on. We probably need to jump out. Appears we can't drink or eat whilst in boats. And, you know, there is a certain element of justice here, because at the end of the day we are using mods which were never ever developed to be used in TFC. We are heading up not too far. Let me just show you where we are here. We are going to head up to, there's malachite apparently here and here. There's graphite there, and I'm fairly certain there was some lapis around here, which is not on the map, but I'm fairly certain it was around near that malachite. So we will head up that way. We will turn around and we will go and get a spare bed. All right, come on. That was very fortuitous that that I spotted that. I think the bed is up there actually, so we shall grab that quickly. That could have been embarrassing. No, back. Beep, beep, beep. Why do boats not have reversing horns? I mean, they reverse. So should they not have the same little beep, beep, beep sounds that, you know, you get on lorries? Just putting it out there. I'm sure there's a very good reason. We're probably not going to make it today, but it doesn't matter, because we will land as soon as it gets to night time, and so wherever we are, and just throw the bed down and we should be fine. Yeah, I think this is going to be a relatively risk-free endeavour. What is that little hole up there? I've never noticed that before, all the times we've been out this way. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going for a little boat ride. I will see you when we get closer to our... Alright, well, we're up in the area. We've got malachite up just that way. We've got ice actually in the... If I'd have brought my ice saw, would have been fine. It's late autumn, so I'm surprised there's ice up here. But having said that, this is Minecraft, nothing. There we go. I knew there was lapis up this way as well. So we should probably just have a little fertile around, see if we can't get some more of this wonderful blue stuff, because I can only see one, and this was where it was. Oh, there's loads, look. So I don't know how we're going to get to it. Of course, we haven't really brought... So we haven't really come armed for high altitude mining. But yeah, we can grab a bit of this while we're here. We've got time, we've got food, and realistically, you know, whee! Can we see any more in there? Did I just completely destroy all that? No, I think I only destroyed one, didn't I? Whoops. Always a danger. But at the end of the day, this, before we installed Decocraft, this apart from apart from dyeing wool, this had realistically no real purpose in life. Come on, there's got to be more in here. I don't believe that's all there is. For a second. What's that? Marble? I don't mind if I do. Right, there's a little bit more up there. As I say, there is some up there, which kind of is suggestive of the fact that there may be more. Oh, come on. Please give me that one. Thank you. What better than a kick in the face? This being particularly tight as this lapis, I'll say that much for it. Either that or the... Oh god, this is not a sensible thing to do there, was it? Either that or the vein is... I hear you. The vein is closer up the top there. Maybe we would be better off trying to go around. Maybe. Up we go. Let's see what we can see higher up. See whether we can get a better view of the lapis. And my god, I think I've caused quite a few cavings around here somehow. That's probably why the spiders are so annoyed. Yeah, look at you. Look at him. He's an annoyed spider. We've caved his home in on him. And he's not happy. Anyway, yeah, well. Let's not put ourselves in any more danger than we have to be. Because all I want to do is grab this bit of lapis. We can see the visible lapis. Okay, there's a little bit there, and there is. Let me get rid of you. Hup. We'll have you. And then I know there was a piece just there. Which, that was actually quite foolhardy as well, to be honest. Ah, well, it's 8. It's not a brilliant amount, but as we get 64 clay for each piece of dye, because as I say, it's the dyes in this are harder to come by. That is, of course, unless there's a whole load out here. Right, you really need to drink as well. There's copper. I don't want to inadvertently kill myself. Or, you know, get myself in a situation with something that's spawned in there and inadvertently get it to kill me, because either would be bad. You know, dying really does often put a crimp on your day. Lapis lap. Oh, look at that. Hello. I will be your miner for the day. We hope you enjoy flying. Oh, man. Oh god, there's so much. Huge amount, look at it. It's jumping at us. It's just jumping out and saying, mine me, please. I want to be mined. Hup. Hup. Let me grab these. I also need to think about some sleepage in a moment. There's nothing back there. Right, let me get down. We need to drink, eat, and be merry. And then we shall I'll grab the rest of that in the morning, have a look around this area, and yeah, I will see you in a little while. Alright, well, this area around here, I'm guessing this over here is sphalerites. The malachite, I think, may be subterranean against what I thought it was, which was yeah, your poor sphalerites. So I've got better sphalerite near me. We don't really need to be carrying that around. Now the malachites were on the floor, and I assumed, because I'd marked them on the map, that they were going to be on the surface ores, because that's obviously, you know, how you do it. No, yeah, I tend to mark them when I spot the surface veins, but the in this area, and of course the use for that is one, when you're going to get a whole one green out of that, which is not brilliant. I didn't bring a pro pick with me, like an idiot, which stinks. However, we are lucky because there is another malachite trace marked on this map down this way there. So with a bit of luck, I mean, we got 7 there. It's not actually a trivial amount when you come to doing Decocraft. I mean, 64 Deco clay will go a hell of a long way. I need to remember that I left my boat back over there as well. I didn't bring the boat with me. So yeah, let's not forget that. But yeah, so note to self, and if you're doing this yourselves, remember in the future, just because you've marked something on a map doesn't necessarily mean you've seen it. You've only possibly seen surface traces. So this is malachite again. I am not seeing any malachite, which is hello malachite. Oh yeah, let's just do this properly, shall we? Hello. What are you like? You are rich. You are going to keep me going for a long time in green dye. This is the crazy thing is, I'm out not after this for its copper. Copper is, oh look at it, it's everywhere. Oh man, it's like a lazy miner's dream. You can just come up here and just grab it until you get bored of grabbing it, and then you go home and there's no props involved, nothing. You're just mining. Pretty. Oh, and this, let's have a look. This will give us 6 per grind, so better still. We can pop that out there. We can come and grab this lot. Yeah, this is what we wanted. This is the stuff we came for. The good stuff. So yeah, well, let me grab some of this and not die, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so we've got some malachite, we've got spruce. I also picked up some aspen while I was here, because we don't have aspen around us much, so just heading back to the boat and to the pant, where we shall continue to head back. Ironically, next to that malachite there was also tetrahedrite, so 2 different veins of copper intersected there. Didn't bother because we were grabbing it, because I'm not desperate for copper right now, but yeah, it was just interesting to note that there was that there as well. So on the whole, quite a successful trip, and we are going to head back home, and I need to check that I've got some oak. I'm fairly certain I've got a small amount of oak. I really hope I have, otherwise I'm going to be sat there going, why did I set it to be an oak table? And once we're back, then we can get the Decocraft stuff done. That will give us rise to make several. I mean, the pottery area. Keep potter's pottery, and yeah, we should be pretty good to get on and start with another little project there. So yeah, I will see you back when we arrive back at the round. Alright, nearly home. I just thought we'd come back in under sail so we can admire the lighthouse. Yes, first time we've actually used it. Well, I mean, used it, obviously observed it on an actual return rather than a pretend return. So yeah, I do like that. That's the more I see it, the more it grows on me, you know. And obviously the structure here, I definitely need to do something with these walls. These walls are now looking a little bit old and tired. Maybe soon. Yeah, right, let's jump out. Wee splosh. Right, so we're back. And we've got a whole load of stuff and things and stuff. We need to go and let me just place, right, what we got going on in here. This and this are technically dye. So if I go in here and chuck you in and go like that and go, you're a bit of dye there, you're that, and I'll just stick the majority on. In fact, I'll stick it all away for now, and we'll just go and grab. Oh, oranges are ready. Got more fruit than I know what to do with. The fruit, because we dry it, just doesn't seem to go off. And then we've got this poor hematite, so we'll take some of that. That'll do us. The nice thing is, it doesn't matter what I classify it as. If I decide, oh, I need some iron and I'm a bit shy of hematite, then we just go and grab. Oh, I don't know why you're in there. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to want a little bit of that. Now we'll grab one of you and we'll grab a couple of you. We also want this, and we're going to want oak. Now this was the one sticking point. We're also going to need to sleep before we do anything else. But it's not the end of the world. There is a trick we can use if we haven't got oak. So let us just sleep the night off. We'll go and check our trees. Now I'm fairly certain that I had some oaks growing out. I'm really not even going to worry about the oranges this season. We'll let them go fallow. Just because we have got so much, it is beyond a joke. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that you are oak and you are oak leaves. I need to go and get my scythe, because just in case they are oak. I think they're the only oak saplings I've got. If that had been a problem, we have a look at oak, and we'll go and say we want to have a look at an oak table. So it's oak slabs and oak planks, or oak lumber and oak planks. Now this one would have been a problem. I was thinking we could crash boats to get the oak, but we would have still had issues with the slabs, I think. Let me just check. There's no oak in there. There isn't. Where is my scythe? It is there. So let us go and grab that. We can get the Decocraft table done, and then next episode I mean, we're going to use the thing today just to do a little bit of work with it. But next episode we can actually get our potters done, and we can include the deco table because that's kind of pottery like. Come on. Are you going to be one like that, are you? It is, isn't it? I bet this doesn't give me a single sapling now I've just walked all the way back. Damn it, how do I get up there? Sorry. It's only a bit of marble, it doesn't matter. Hup. Hup. Yeah, it didn't give us a single sapling. Typical. However, I am fairly certain that these were not oak saplings that I planted. I think something changed in one of the updates which broke things, because I'm fairly certain, I'm pretty positive I never planted oak out here. I'm glad I did have oak now, but how are we doing down in the let me just go and have a look at the white cedars, see how they're doing. Before, no, in fact I can see they're not doing from the mini map. They're not doing a lot down there at the moment, are they? Yeah, this wall definitely needs to be upgraded now. I think this wall has lived out its function. It's done what it was designed to do, but right now it's a little bit old, a little bit tired, and a little bit embarrassing. A bit like me. Yeah, come on, get rid of you, get rid of you. Let's just... Oh, I pick one up, don't want it. Right, so we'll take this rock salt out for starters, and we're going to stick the lapis in there and give that a little grind. No. When I don't want to grind it, it grinds, and when I do want to grind it, it doesn't. I'm going to do that little grind. And a bit more while we're at it. And we'll give one of those a little grind as well. We probably want to quern in the actual potters just for doing this anyway, but and then we put the rock salt back. Then we are going to need to get a saw, and we're going to need to chop you up a little bit and make 2 of those. Then we're going to need another one. We're going to need to chop him up a little bit, and that is going to become our crafting table analog. And then we're going to go, what was it, hematite, malachite, lapis, clay for the deco bench. Now obviously bear in mind this is not the recipe that you would normally use, but that, there you go, we've definitely got a potter's wheel there. That is a potter's wheel. I need to change the configs to get rid of these lines, because I hate that when you get the hitboxes on them. We can go in here and we'll stick in that, which that'll give us 3 of those. So we can stick these in. So that gives you a whole bunch of those. I'm just going to do one of each actually, because I've just realised that we're probably going to want to move this, and that means we've got to do faff otherwise. And that gives us that. Bonk, bonk. And then of course we can now go in here and say, well, what do we want to do? Well, we can do art supplies for our art room. We've got the bathroom stuff, we've got the bedroom stuff. So, you know, if we want to make our bedroom look a little bit more bedroomy, we can use these rather than our cobbled together. I mean, I'm not particularly bothered about those, but take a dream catcher for example, you know, because the last thing you want to do while you're sleeping is have bad dreams. Picked up that stone, haven't I? So we can come in here and we can pop the dream catcher by the window. you know, we've just got these options now that we didn't have easily before. And one of the things, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is fun doing vanilla things, but the stuff we've got for the yard, just put outside the tanners, for example, or in the tool sheds, or, you know, so many, if we want to do bridges from one side of something to another, we've got these options that we didn't have easily before. Trophies are not bothered, toys are not really bothered, technology obviously doesn't fit. That's one thing that we've got. I'm actually quite impressed that they've added a whole load of stuff into it. Barrels for the bar, we've got these stairs for things, we've got the fishing nets, the signs. Now that was one I thought of. So for example, blacksmith signs, we can come out here now and we can, on the, obviously we'll be doing a new version of this. Ow. Thank you for that. And this is huge. But we can get our signs outside the individual buildings. This wants to be taller anyway, but you know, it is just gives us a whole host of options that we didn't readily have before. So I think next episode we are going to well, I'm still waiting on that white cedar, so we haven't got a great deal of choice to do there. I'm torn now, and unfortunately, because I'm now heavily recording ahead of myself for holidays. Then, you know, I'm going to have recorded the next episodes before I see the comments, unfortunately. So please don't be mad if you don't see me responding to your comments. I am reading them. It's just, as I say, I am desperately trying to get ahead of myself for when I go away. So it may be the lumber area, it may be the potters, I haven't decided. But yeah, we'll be definitely probably the ceramic, the pottery area. Actually, if I'm going to be honest, that's the one that's getting my kind of interest. Saying, you know, do me now. Oh, that sounds terrible. But yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.